Good afternoon, students. So, we'll start with our next unit, that is first aid. First aid, I think you have you heard many times, and some of y'all might be having first aid kit also. So, what is the meaning of first aid? Childhood and playhood children spend most of their time in indulging of various types of activities, both constructive and destructive. Therefore, it is natural for them to meet with an accident while playing and running, jumping in the school campus or in the playground while handling chemicals, gas, glass articles, and acid in the science laboratories. So, when you were small, I think you have fallen down in many places in the school playground or while playing in the house, or you have burnt your hands doing some experiments in the school or in the house. You have burnt various type of accident, small accident have happened into your life. So due to this precaution, urgently there will be a no doctor standing beside you. Correct. So in the house you'll be having some ointment or kit of first aid that to protect you from all this. There will be one antiseptic lotion, there will be a bandage, cotton, antiseptic astringent, okay, or a burnal or other few things. So this is the precaution immediately done while you get hurt. In the schools also you need a first aid kit. Okay, the school also should have even fire and extinguisher, that if it suddenly there is a fire, there should be an extinguisher or any other. In the laboratories also you have given certain rules when you visit a laboratory: don't touch this, don't touch that, okay, and they will give you glasses to wear, okay, so it will not hit your eye and all. So that tremendous precautions also, and plus if something happens there will be a first aid. Okay, so they may also meet with an accident due to climatic changes. They may shiver, faint soon. Immediately help provided for this effective children's beside actual medical treatment. Beside, one may not contact a doctor all the place and moment. Therefore, it is between the accident and type of treatment must be given for the proper treatment emergency. See now, in the school areas also, if you fall down or if you get hurt, okay, if it is very small amount, if you have got hurt on your leg while running or jumping, okay, on that time one person will be there to see where you have got hurt, and he will put you with an ointment. Okay, they will not call ambulance to take you to the hospital. Okay, there should be a certain uh, first aid precautions they will be having to given for the children's. Okay, even some children may faint in the school because due to climatic change, if it is too much of hotness or feeling if there is too much of gas is there in somewhere in the that area, or any other climatic change is there, due to that they may faint also, they may vomit also. Okay, so there are some of the other medicines kept in the schools. Okay, so because doctors and all will be not there right moment with you, so these precautions, these effective measures have been taken by the school. The British Red Cross Society points out first aid that the principles and the practice of first aid are based on principles of practical medicines and surgeries. So sudden illness enabled trained person is given such skill and assistance as will preserve life to promote recovery and prevent injuries. And so British Red Cross, I think everybody knows the Red Cross of the doctors. Okay, there will be a red cross. If you see that red cross, you will think that he is a doctor. So this is the, even for the red box they are given this first aid red cross. This was given by the British. It was in their society. So here, uh, uh, most of them, what happens sudden, if they get heart attack, or if they faint there, if a very elderly person, some measures, some steps, some precautions at that moment is trained by such people, so that they can make them cure or keep them alive for few minutes till they reach the hospital. So these things they will be kept in the mind and they'll be trained some people. Okay, first aid is the immediate and temporary scientific care given to the victim of accident or sudden illness to relieve the symptoms, to prompt or to save lives of the service of the doctor to obtain an individual. Sometimes what happened, see, immediate, if somebody caught with an accident in the fire or maybe on the roadside, okay, immediately there be no anyone there. So coming till the hospital, some major um, scientific care is given to the people to uh, understand and sudden illness to be relieve the symptoms. So what are they? First thing, these people still, the doctors and all, till they come, these people will take care of them to stop their bleeding or why they have faint. Okay, some major steps they'll be taken, and these people are trained there till the in the ambulance. Okay, they will put them a saline, or they will start giving some injection so they can still alive till they go to the doctor. It is not possible for every one person to get appropriate doctors with the drug and equipments. Hence, at the emergency, and any intelligent by the standard who has got knowledge of first aid can give this first aid service with the material. So here, intelligent person, sometimes you will see around that if the bleeding is there they will cover something, or these people will put something so that the bleeding may stop, and they will pump the heart. Okay, so there are so many things to who knows little bit of first aid, and they will be the treatment without the non medical. The next, so, what is the definition of the first aid? First aid may be defined as immediate and temporary help rendered to the person in the case of injuries, sudden illness before the arrival of doctor. Thus, it is known as self-explanatory term. First aid is served temporary measures to alleviate pain, prevents aggression or injuries, promote recovery, or save the life of the injured person. So as I told you, first aid persons also will be there. Okay, they will promote you with the first aid kit, and with that if you are okay they may save your life also. So first aid is very important. So here temporary render of the person is given, means temporary precaution or prevention will be measured here. Before arriving the doctor, these steps are taken into the mind. In the language of the book First Aid the Injury, the first aid is limited to the assistant and rendered at the time of emergency with the aider, and the doctor might also. So here in the language of the book first aid is limited to the assistance and rendered at the time of emergency, and material is available. As I told you, before doctor coming or being to the hospitalized, they rendered with the some materials so that they can help the person. So here are the definitions you can go through. So what are the importance of the first aid? Need and importance. Accidents may occur in the school by falling down on the road, injuries, background, playground, spine while running in the foot, okay, injuries. So even when the sportsmen and all are there, even these people will keep their first aid, like hot pack, cold pack. Pack means they'll be induced ice in one pack, and they will be kept so that the swelling and all will be reduced through the this cold pack, and they will be always keeping on the swelling where it is sprain and all. For that it is used mostly for the sportsmen. Even dehydration causes lots of water, they will not be able to drink, so glucose is given them because they may not faint. Glucose is mostly kept in the sportsmen and all. Even in the schools and all, glucose is provided. Taking into the account all this circumstance, every teacher should have complete acquaintancy with the first aid so that assistance may be rendered before. Even the teacher should be knowing first aid some few points, because she has not to stop for the person to come with the first aid. So before arriving at the doctor, even the teacher should have some knowledge about the first aid. To render the first aid immediately at the time of need. What should be done first thing after the need of the person? To collect all the first aid materials. She should be able to collect all the first aid, and first and foremost, expiry dates also should be looked. She should remove the cause of accident of the person, and she should examine the place accidentally closed carefully. So where the accident has become, how carefully, what is the matter, everything she should be noted down, and she should be remove the causes of the accident. Means after met with an accident, small kids, small people, they'll be afraid, so she should remove the fear, because with the fear also they may be in the great shock. To stop immediately bleeding from the wound, first thing she should stop the immediately with the astringent, Dettol, or any antiseptic lotion. Then to check the respiration of the patient. If he is not respirating, she should just check his nerves and all, and see whether his heartbeats are correct. To maintain the temperature of the patient at the normal, she should see that whether his temperature has raised up or not. She should always look to his heartbeats and the nerves which are performing correctly. To give maximum relief to the patient, first thing she should stop the blood, then she should check the temperature, then she should see that the person is not in the shock, she should check the nerve rate, and next is the person is maximum relief is there in that person or not. If he is in the shock state, he may go into the certain causes. Then cover the wound and injuries of the cases. So here if it is fracture and all, so she should cover the wound. To make the patient put in necessary clothes. Okay, so necessary clothes means if the clothes are torn and all, those necessary clothes should be put on. To arrange the transportation for the patient to safe to the hospital, she should call the ambulance, or she should allow the school to arrange the transport for the patient to go safely to the hospital. To give a hot milk sweetened with the sufficient sugar to the patient. Hot milk, because if he is afraid, he may get faint, and also sweet will uh, produce your cells into, and hot milk will make the pain relief, so it is mostly given for the hit person. The first aider should have knowledge about the anatomy, but he should not regard himself as a doctor. The first aider should be knowing anatomy, means the whole body structure, where and all, but he should, without knowingly anything, he should not regard him as a doctor. Effort would be made to antidote or remove the poison of the patient it is taken. So the poison, if anything is there, it should be removed fast. So what is the require for the first aid? First thing is cotton, wool, okay, then safety pins to put the bandage, triangular bandage, there are many amount of bandage if it is a fracture in or sprain in the legs. Roller bandage, I think you all know what is roller bandage to stop the bleeding of the wound. Then brush, tape, scissor, needles, pad of various sizes. You will get woolen pads, so the blood will stop if you put on it. Then tweezer, this will help you to pull and tore a glass piece. Okay, tweezer is one type of instrument to remove if any glasses are gone into the skin, to pull it and remove. Then broric lint, then splint, these set right to the direction to broken parts. Then tincture of iodine applied on the wound. These are the name of the iodine or the ointment to put on the wound. Olive oil, spoon of salt, medicine if required. If any medicine is there, if his temperature is high and all, to give for the patient. Then vinegar, sodium bicarbonate, carboric acid. Okay, so these are the things should be mostly there into the school. Next is the scope of the first aider. What is the scope? First thing is diagnosing. Diagnosis is what is happened to the person. Okay, diagnosing whether the person is very seriously. First he should collect the history of the person. Okay, then he have to see that the person has been acting or no, he's responding or no, or whether he's fainting, whether he's shivering, where there is a pain, where he has got hurt. Everything is observed, the sign and all in the diagnosis. Then the treatment. In order to prevent the worsened condition of the person, he should remove immediately his attention and paid unconsciousness and breathing. First thing is what some children get shiverness, and they will start seeing the blood, they start shivering and falling sick. So these treatments suddenly should be given to stop the blood and making the patient worse. Because look, more than the accident, looking at the status of the wound and all, the child may get shiverness and he may faint there only. So this treatment should be firstly done. Dispose of the case. Step must be taken to inform immediately the members. First thing, after that, after giving the first aid for the child, he should be immediately she should be immediately called the family members from the person, and they should be taken the patient victim to examine by the doctors. So these are the three steps. First is diagnose, treatment, and disposal of the case. So one more thing is here, qualities of the first aider. What are the qualities the first aider should have? So here, his work to help for the person case injury, sudden illness before arriving the doctor is simple, provides temporary help to the affected person. Even then he should possess minimum knowledge required to provide. So here he should have maximum knowledge of the first aider. He should be experienced and he should be knowledgeable about what material he is providing for the helper. So here the first aider should be remember that he is a first aider. Means if he doesn't know anything that what ointment, what bandage should be put, it is very risky. So he should always remember that he is a first aider. Study the situation and the case injury. So he should first know what is the case, what he has done, where he has fallen, and why the blood is coming. Okay, everything he should be knowing. Send for the doctor or arrange the shifting the vehicle or ambulance. If it is too much of bleeding and it is not stopping, he should call the ambulance immediately. Then check for breathing pulses, as I told you, consciousness. fits are coming, fits means if they will fall sick, poisoning, burns, fracture, dislocation means the bone gets dislocation. Okay, keep the victim warm, he should be kept warm. Okay, he should not, they should not make him to shiver. Then never give a food or water to unconscious person. Okay, if he is fainted, you should not provide water in his mouth or food. Give soft or hot drink, but not alcohol. Okay, little soft drink or hot drink if desire, if it is needed. Loosen the tight clothes. If it is anything tight which is hammering him, that should be loosened. Unconscious patient should clean their mouth and by fluid and vomit the mouth drain without the blocking of air. If sometimes what happen, they will faint, so there will be the blockage into the mouth. So if they vomit, every all the blockage get normal. So these things should be kept in the mind. If no heartbeat, do the cardiac massage. Cardiac massage means just pump the heart or just rub the heart if there is heartbeats is not appropriate. If no respiration, artificial respiration should be given. Artificial respiration means locking the mouth to mouth, or just putting the air into the mouth. Okay, this type of control the bleeding at that point to guard against the treat or shock. If there is any shock and all, he should be provided with the guard. Give splint or fractured or dislocation. If it is fracture or dislocation, they should be guarded immediately. Avoid direct touching of wound or fear infection. Direct touching of wound should be not there. Okay, then do not allow the victim to see his injuries. As I told you, some children looking their own injury only they will faint. So it should be not shown to the victim. Inform the parents or guardians. Take specific measures like if there is a snake bite, poison, diarrhea, save the before the doctor arrives. So if it is snake bite and all, he should be given at that moment only the measure. Keep the onlooker away. Onlooker means the person who can see always to the way, that they should not go into the such dangerous and expect worsen is keep protection condition first box into the house, home and vehicle. First aided box should be kept in the house, in the schools, in the transport. Okay, so that you may, some may not get. Then fluid, antiseptic, lotion, ointment, spray, everything should be kept in the first aided box. Then next, the tactful aider grasp a cause without making unnecessary enquiries. So here tactful person means the first aider should be inquire only what is needed. Okay, unnecessary, he should not waste his time in making the case not of use. Resourceful, the first aider should make use of available resource. Quick intelligence, so he should be more intelligent that what should be done next. Okay, sympathy should be there regarding the patients. Okay, then next is the fundamentals of principle. The following principles his duty as followed. Judge the condition of the patient as following indication. Okay, so here are the some principles. Look at the breathing. First you have to see the breathing, bleeding, what color it is there, you should notice it. Then look at the color. If the sometimes what happens, the body color become blue, flushy, pale, that should be looked. And look at the wound, whether it is a burn or a fracture. Then remove the tight clothes, provide protection of hot sun. Okay, these things keep in the person warm, as it is told. So then massage his hands and legs if needed, to see whether any movement is there in the body or no. Okay, the next topic is fatigue. Fatigue is nothing but it is actually sometimes you will think that I'm not feeling bored, okay, not feeling like doing anything, or feeling like to faint, okay, not interested in doing work. That is called as fatigue. Okay, fatigue is a physical situation which comes naturally after some kind of work. Sometimes you will do the work and you'll get worsen. Your body is not responding. Your mind is willing to do, but your body is not willing to do. That is the fatigue. Doing more work capacity, your body powers will be down, so your body will not work. With the result, you start increasing your mistakes. Okay, that laziness you'll get. Then you will be very uh, helpless of doing all things. So that is called as fatigue. So causes of fatigue, first thing is physical incapability. Here rheumatism, food without nutrition. So what is the cause? First thing is rheumatism means any pain is there or what in your body. Then food, everyday eating junk food, oily, it will not have healthy things. So sometimes because of that also fatigue will occur. Lack of proper and use of muscle, so you're not using your body properly. Every day you're sitting, and once if you work you will get fatigue. Or you don't have a nutritious food, both causes weakness in your muscle. So muscles also will become weak if you don't eat proper nutrition food. In blood, the mixture of improper quantity of oxygen. See, when you do more exercise, oxygen will build. If you not do anything, if you sit in one place, there is no movement, then there is no good oxygen to your body. So because of that also, you may get fatigue. Then after physical fatigue, do mentally work. Mental work harassment is there. Okay, emotionally imbalance. So because of that, if your mind always keep on thinking, and if you start making crying, also may cause fatigue. Fear of failure in exam. Okay, sometimes taking lot of tension, lack of sleep will be there. Because of that also you may get fatigue. Too much of busy, wake up in late hours, too much of recreation, noisy atmosphere. Then too much of your busy and good discipline is not there of your life. Get up in late at morning, sleeping late at night, always keeping eye on mobile phones. Okay, that also causes fatigue. Want of light and fresh air in the classroom. So if there is no good ventilation means no breeze is coming into, feeling like uh, locked into one room and sitting without any fresh air. Okay, so there are many causes. Sitting whole day and studying, intake of food is very less, also may cause fatigue. So what are the symptoms of fatigue? Frequent yawning. Okay, you start yawning. No willing of doing work, feeling body pain. Okay, then laziness. Reduction of speed of work. Reduction means in 1 hour work you are not willing to do whole day also. Slagginess of eye, feeling like sleeping. Okay, again and again to change the posture, to feel drowsy, concentration is lost, hanging your shoulder, bent legs, feeling soft. So these are the symptoms, means not keeping well, not feeling to do anything, always feeling like I will fall down, feeling sleepy, not feeling to do any work, not feeling to look at anybody, not feeling willing to eat anything. So these are the symptoms of the fatigue. Remedies, what can be done for the fatigue? No work should be done for the long time. See, for the long time, if you do some work, automatically you will get weakness and you start getting fatigue. Proper facility of ventilation, fresh air always, walking in the balcony, walking on the, going for walk, proper diet will help you to off the fatigue. Two hard subjects that not be taught continuously. If you are doing science and maths together and facing lots of problem, whole day if you sit and do one subject, okay, without relaxation, your mind also may cause fatigue. Then time of period should be fixed. So mentally, no, every time if you keep, means today at half an hour I will study, half an hour I will sleep. So if there is proper maintenance of the time, you will not face fatigue. Daily programs of school should be more, not more lengthy. So in the school also, if you don't allow the student to go outside and do physical work and come, they also will be drowsy to listen to your lessons. So they also may cause fatigue. So you should allow them for the P or any other creative art and all. Proper arrangement should be provided for the restroom for the children. So there should be intervals. Restroom should be there for the students to rest. Okay. Then good sleep should be there, appropriate arrangement of 8 hours sleep every day, good diet food. Hence you should look after that you are taking proper amount of vegetables, fruits, okay, proteins. So because of that also you may not get fatigue. The next is, here are the some principles of first aid. First aid, remove the cause of injury or the patient from the cause of early possible. He should be render and help and prevent injury. The first thing is here, remove the injury, means any injury is there, first he should look at the if there is a bleeding or if there is a cut or there is a burn, first thing it should be render help. Then bleeding should be stopped. Okay, keeping the patient warm in the clothes with the rug, as I told you, as usual. Then next, remove the clothes of the patient if it is tight, uncomfortable, if his ankle has twisted, remove the shoes, socks. Okay, the wound should be covered once with a clean dressing. Fractured, if it is fractured, it should be supported. Okay, then make immediate proper arrangement of the transport into the hospitals. Okay, then the injury should be given as much as rest. Rest should be given for the injury. The case, if there is any poison into the body, it should be removed at that moment. Offer warm milk tea, okay, if necessary. Full knowledge and anatomy, this was done. Full knowledge of anatomy should be there for the first aider. So these are the points of the principles of first aider. And first aid and fatigue mostly comes, sometimes first aid may come for 10 marks and fatigue may come for 5 marks. Okay, so this is the second unit, second uh, uh, 2.2. So I have completed your second unit 2.2. So next class will be studying 2.1. Thank you.